We want to thank Colgate, sponsors of NBC Western Theater, and American Tobacco Company, sponsors of M Squad, for relinquishing their time tonight in order for us to bring you the following special program.
Women's editor Sue Sternberg and a WCKT camera crew went to the corner of North Miami Avenue and Flagler Street minutes after the bulletin. And here is what they heard.
Singer Bing Crosby is dead at the age of 73, and the body of Richard Schwartz, stepson of reputed mobster Meyer Lansky, has been flown to New York. Details at 11 o'clock.
WCKT Miami.
Channel 7 News, the Ferris Mason Report, Dave Willingham Sports, Peter Connors Weather, commentary by Richard Whitcomb. Wayne Ferris and Vic Mason, Channel 7 News.
They go out and they report stories, but they also dig in. They report the news that others may miss.
They seem to go after a lot of the major issues that a lot of people try and cover up.
If we back off from a situation because it might be unpleasant to us or it might be unpleasant to the viewer, then we're not doing our job.
I just enjoy watching Wayne Ferris.
You can respect the man.
Well, he's just a trusted type of individual
because he does the job well.
I think Vic Mason is a terrific newscaster.
He impresses me as being perhaps more of a maverick, but ready and able to get down and dig into things.
You're naturally curious if you're in news anyway, because there's so many things going on.
His calm, matter-of-fact approach to the news is impressive to me.
I just trust him. I do.
Wayne Ferris and Vic Mason with the Channel 7 News team, so you'll be the first to know. Carmel Cafaro.
The thing that I find rewarding about my work is informing people. And if by informing people we can avoid one person from being hurt or taken in, then it's a success.
Richard Whitcomb.
We get lots of reaction. We get called communist one night, liberal the next night, conservative the next night. The fact is we don't have any set political position. Reactions are good, because if people aren't reacting, maybe we haven't said anything at all.
Mark Ludner.
You take apart any news story, and the thing that is most important about that story is people. And I very much enjoy meeting those people and showing our viewers who they are and what they're doing.
Don Dare.
Broward County is the fastest growing county in Florida, and because of that, we have some unique problems. And with the Channel 7 News Bureau right here, I think we offer the most complete coverage of this area.
With people like Carmel Cafaro, Richard Whitcomb, Mark Ludner, Don Dare, on Channel 7 News, you'll be the first to know.
7, we're proud.
Together sharing a dream, enjoying the warmth and the fun. Working together, we're part of a team, finding a place in the sun. From the Keys to Broward, the Glades to Biscayne Bay. Dolphins leaping, time's worth keeping, moving, flowing, building, growing with the pride that's showing. Shimmering waters touching the sand, reflecting your life in the sun. Friends and neighbors lending a hand, our future has only begun. South Florida 7, South Florida 7, for everything under the sun.
Your team for the 80s is on News Center 7.
WSVN, we're what you waited for. We're moving up, stepping up. We'll give you more. Discover the difference, achieve with you in mind. We're better than ever. Our spirit's what you'll find. WSVN in South Florida. South Florida 7. WSVN.
News Center 7 tonight with Steve Rondinero, Sally Fitz, Mark Wolin Broward, Andy Lescano Sports, Bob Soper Weather.
This This is Sally Fitz. If you missed News Center 7 last week, you missed South Florida's first live reports when a power failure struck downtown Miami, affecting thousands during rush hour. Jill Beach showed us how buckling up babies can save lives as the safety seat law takes effect. In sports, a special tribute to Dolphin linebacker Larry Gordon, victim of a rare heart disease. And Dave Frankel monitored the latest mating game at the Metro Zoo.
News Center 7, nobody covers South Florida better.
Do you know him?
Steve Rondinero.
He's believable.
He speaks well, he speaks clear. He feels the news like he's talking to you, not at you.
Steve Rondinero.
I just like his style. Man of integrity.
He covers the news from all angles. He's really good.
I listen to everything he says.
They both together, they have a good team.
Steve Rondinero and Sally Fitz. Join your neighbors and get to know them, South Florida. They're bringing the news home to you.
Mark Wolin Broward, weeknights on News Center 7.
This is a News Center 7 news break. Hello, I'm Peter Ford.
And I'm Sally Fitz. Coming up on News Center 7 tonight at 11. Good news for thousands of Mariel refugees in our community who now have a chance of becoming U.S. citizens. We'll have a night side report.
Also, tragedy in Mexico City. More than 200 people are dead after several natural gas explosions.
Tonight, in a special series, we'll look at the pros and cons of genetic engineering.
And we'll meet the real father at Fatal Vision at 11, right after this movie.
The heart of what's happening with the people you love. There's no better time with our quality show and our momentum is growing with no limit of love. It must be Channel 7 Let's all be there. South Florida's the place with the team you're turning to. WSVN, let's all be there. Hometown station, let's all be there. It must be Channel 7, let's all be there. South Florida's happening, there's excitement in the air. WSVN, let's all be there. Our hometowns together in the magic that we share. WSVN, let's all be there.
From the News Center tonight, a life-or-death rescue after a tragic tanker crash.
And the injured son of a former Dolphin star comes home.
I'm Stephanie Stallings-Davy. Residents are fighting plans to rebuild that Midas shop that blew up in a deadly explosion.
I'm Robert Gilmartin at the Miami Police Department, where cops who have been relieved of duty are being told to turn in their uniforms to make sure that they don't fall in the hands of criminals.
Plus, Halloween safety tips.
These stories and more next on the 6 o'clock hour of News Center 7.
WSVN Channel 7, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Sally Fitz, Peter Ford, meteorologist Bob Soper, and Brett Lewis with sports. This is the 6 o'clock hour of News Center 7.
Good evening. Things do not look good tonight for Mark Bonacotti, the son of former Dolphin star Nick Bonacotti.
Mark is in a Miami hospital.
WSVN, let's all be there. Those special programs that bring us all together, make us smile, make us laugh, or cry, or cheer. South Florida 7, let's all be there. WSVN, let's all be there. South Florida's together in the moments that we share. WSVN, let's all be there. Be there. South Florida 7, let's all be there. WSVN, let's all be there. Now more than ever, we will take you everywhere. WSVN, let's all be there. South Florida's together in the moments that we share. WSVN, let's all be there.
WSVN Channel 7, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Sally Fitz, Peter Ford, meteorologist Bob Soper, and Brett Lewis with sports. This is the 6 o'clock hour of News Center 7.
Good evening and welcome to Atlantic City.
WSVN Channel 7, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Sally Fitz, Peter Ford, meteorologist Bob Soper, and Brett Lewis with sports. This is News Center 7 Tonight.
Good evening from the boardwalk in Atlantic City. 1,200 buses a day.
WSVN Channel 7, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
We can make it better. We can make it great. Celebrate, South Florida, celebrate. Celebrate.
From locations around South Florida, this is a special edition of News Center 7 with Sally Fitz, Peter Ford, meteorologist Bob Soper, and Brett Lewis with sports.
Good evening. Tonight from Seafair in Dania.
We're here continuing our month-long celebration of South Florida.
WSVN Channel 7, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. From South Florida's hometown station, this is News Center 7 Tonight.
Good evening and thank you for joining us.
WSVN Channel 7, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Sally Fitz, Peter Ford, meteorologist Bob Soper, and Brett Lewis with sports. This is News Center 7 Tonight.
Good evening.
Come on home, South Florida. What a hometown place to be. Celebrate, celebrate, South Florida. Come home to WSVN.
I started out as a street reporter at Channel 7 8 years ago.
Are landmines.
I've covered the good times and I've covered the bad times. And I think what lies ahead is very exciting.
Ford and Fitz, experience where it counts in your hometown. This is a News Center 7 news break.
From the News Center, a blizzard shuts down airports in the west while congestion at Miami's airport gives workers a carbon monoxide headache. A U.S. sailor has died in Spain tonight from injuries sustained during yesterday's terrorist attack. An accidental fire set off by a repair crew at MacArthur's Dairy has caused $500,000 damage. The switchboard of Miami has an SOS of its own tonight, and the Dolphins are out of the race. The latest news and Sunday Video Sports Extra after.
WSVN Channel 7, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Sally Fitz, Peter Ford, meteorologist Bob Soper, and Brett Lewis with sports. This is the 6 o'clock hour of News Center 7.
Whether you've known us all of your life or just a little while, we want you to feel right at home when you're with us. At 7's Hometown Style. We've got the sights and the sounds of your hometown, and we've got the views uptown and downtown and all around your hometown. What's going on? What's new? When there's something to share, the hometown station's right there. Friends that you've always known, you can always come home. Doing your part for the team, that's the start of 7's Hometown Style. The Florida State Lottery. Sharing South Florida's dreams, that's the heart of 7's Hometown Style.
Good night.
This is a News Center 7 news break.
Here are some of the stories we're following for you here on News Center 7. Firefighters still fighting a brush fire in Northwest Dade. Many residents in the county smell the smoke. Firefighters say they think they have it under control now. We'll have a live update. Some new owners of motels along the beach in Fort Lauderdale tonight. Tough times forced the auction of what used to be some hot properties. And a hot night at Bayside tonight. Fireworks and entertainment celebrating Bayside's first birthday. Details at 11. Coming up next on News Center 7 tonight, a big battle for firemen across the state trying to keep wildfires under control. Fort Lauderdale motel owners give up their battle for survival and put their property on the auction block.
Some Sunrise employees are fighting City Hall to keep their jobs. These stories and more next on News Center 7 tonight.
WSVN Channel 7, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Sally Fitz, Peter Ford, meteorologist Bob Soper, and Doug Vaughn with sports. This is News Center 7 tonight.
Weary firefighters are finally getting the upper hand.
It's my hometown station, WSVN. Get that hometown feeling just like family and friends. It's that extra bit of caring, the warmth that we have found in the South Florida people, and that's reason to be proud. Join the celebration of our great community with our hometown station, WSVN.
Luxury cars and boats on the block in the war on drugs at 11.
This is a News Center 7 news break.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Rick Sanchez. Tonight, the man who used to be number 2 in his country is now just a tourist right here in South Florida. The harrowing story of a pilot who had to ditch his plane 7 miles at sea. We'll tell you how he did. Also, a man in Hialeah swallows $40,000 worth of cocaine. He was trying to hide it from police. It didn't work. And it's time for pro football. That's right, pro football. It's different. We'll explain. Join Jackie Bales and me for the latest on News Center 7 tonight.
WSVN Channel 7, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Some gang members stopped in their tracks by police. Will it be a quiet night tonight?
Live from WSVN, this is the weekend edition of News Center 7.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Rick Sanchez. Tonight, police are hoping it doesn't happen again. Gang violence literally rocking the streets of Miami.
You probably heard that come the 1st of January, there are going to be a lot of changes in television in South Florida. But one thing that isn't going to change is our commitment to news here at Channel 7.
Brings the moisture up.
And you might have noticed here at Channel 7 that we've broken most of the top news stories lately. That's because we're working harder.
Miles an hour. Insurance.
Medical waste. And I promise you that here at Channel 7, we will continue to earn the right to be your news station, South Florida's news station.
South Florida's news station, WSVN-7. News, the morning's first news. Today in Florida. First weather. First traffic. Marianne Murciano. Exclusive stories. Complete coverage. Charles Molyneux. First sports. Breaking stories. The things you need to know to start your day are the things we'll tell you about every morning starting at 6 a.m. on Channel 7's Today in Florida. Only on WSVN-7.
Dangerous situation out here. 2 people were shot in this area under the drugs. What are they charging you with? Down around Biscayne Boulevard? As a prostitute. Police move in.
Will Sanchez be in your neighborhood tonight? Don't go to bed without seeing Crime Check, only on Channel 7 News at 10.
Why not protect people? Keep it rolling. Claiming that it's safe. It's an important issue for the public, sir.
Gotta get people off here.
We're all damaged. I got a copy of that? Have to get it from the police department.
It's impossible to win now. Some are fair, some aren't.
John Steinberg, 7 undercover. He gets results. Looking out for you for years. Experience. Consumer specialist Carmel Cafaro. Only on 7 News. Sally Fitz. 7 News at 6. Experienced. Natural. Professional. She gets to the point. Penny Daniels. Sincere. Captivating. Seen all over the country on Inside Report. Together, what a combination. Penny Daniels joins Sally Fitz, weeknights on Channel 7 News at 6. Who else you gonna watch?
I never knew it could be like this.
You can't ignore it. It comes in different forms. But you can use it positively. We'll show you how. Watch our special report, The Power of Passion. Starting Thursday on Channel 7 News at 10.
This show is a combination of journalism and entertainment. We really reach out to the viewer. We try to pull them into the stories that we're doing. I don't tell people what to think. I make them think. I give them the facts. I give of myself. We make it exciting. No is not in our vocabulary. We're like a band of mavericks. We're always pushing for something more.
Get the inside story with Penny Daniels, weeknights at 7 on WSVN-7.
You know, it's amazing how much cocaine is flowing into Puerto Rico right now. It is without a doubt the new hotspot for smugglers. One, because it's so close to Colombia, but also if they can get the dope to the island safely, it's pretty easy to get it to the U.S. The federal agents there are doing everything they can to deal with the problem, but they are drastically undermanned, and they don't have the equipment they need to do the job right, whether that's on the water or up in the air. I was there. I'll show you what they're up against.
Changing channels tonight on Channel 7 News at 10. Live from Channel 7, South Florida's news station. This is Today in Florida. Live from Channel 7, South Florida's news station. Joan Lovett, Jane Akron, and weather with Tom Burse. This is Channel 7 News at noon.
Is the stalemate over what to do with Manuel Noriega finally coming to an end? Good afternoon. Joan and Jane are working the night shift. I'm Baron Black.
And I'm Charles Molyneux.
Live from Channel 7, South Florida's news station. Sally Fitz, Steve Dawson, meteorologist Bob Soper. This is Channel 7 News at 5.
And Faye Desirous.
Live from Channel 7, South Florida's news station. Denise White, Rick Sanchez, weather with Bob Soper, and sports with Jim Barry. This is Channel 7 News at 5:30. Live from Channel 7, South Florida's news station. Sally Fitz, Steve Dawson, meteorologist Bob Soper, and sports with Jim Barry. This is Channel 7 News at 6.
Tonight, Ted Bundy fights for his life. The convicted murderer could face the electric chair tomorrow morning. We'll have Team 7 coverage.
Get out of your double box. We'll do it.
Live from Channel 7, South Florida's news station. Denise White, Rick Sanchez, weather with Bob Soper, and sports with Jim Barry. This is Channel 7 News at 6:30. Live from Channel 7, South Florida's news station. Sally Fitz, Steve Dawson, Crime Check with Rick Sanchez, meteorologist Bob Soper, and sports with Jim Barry. This is Channel 7 News at 10.
An explosion and ammonia leak keep Broward firefighters at work tonight and residents out of their homes. Good evening, I'm Joan Lovett sitting in for Steve. For the last 5 hours, it has been anything but a quiet night in one Broward neighborhood.
Stand by 19 with Live from Channel 7, South Florida's news station. Jackie Bales, Rick Chambers, weather with Steve Adams, and sports with Jay Heiler. This is Channel 7 News at 10.
Cheering today in the streets of Panama City as the search for Manuel Noriega finally ends. Tonight, he's in the Vatican Embassy in Panama asking for political asylum. Good evening. Rick Chambers has the night off. I'm Mark Lundner. Our top story, no more mystery about where Manuel Noriega is.
We do it for you. You, the people who have made Channel 7 News the most watched news. You, the people of South Florida. We made changes. Lots of changes. Changes for the better. Changes to bring you the best news. Changes for the better. After all, we do it for you. Who else you gonna watch? 1989.
Nude bars, alcohol, Lauderdale stops it all. Eastern pilots go on strike. It's Frank Lorenzo they don't like. Worried at the Super Bowl as the riots took their toll. Pit bulls, crack attacks. 89, you want it back. Claude and Lucy left us all. East Berlin knocked down the wall. Naughty is a resident. George Bush is president. In January, NBC made the switch on your TV. 7 changed affiliation, came back as a great news station. We didn't write the headlines. We just report them and we let you sort them. Miss Leona thinks she's queen. Shasha did a courtroom scene. Earthquake, hurricane, people in a crashing plane. When it comes to TV news, you made us the one to choose. Now as we close out the year, we thank you all for being here. We didn't write the headlines.
South Florida's news station. WSVN-7. Live from Channel 7, South Florida's news station. Sally Fitz. Rick Sanchez. Meteorologist Bob Soper. And sports with Jim Barry. This is Channel 7 News at 10.
A triple shooting at a supermarket, and that's just one violent outburst in a night of gunfire all over South Florida. Hello again, everybody. It's been one of those nights when...
You're watching South Florida's news station, WSVN-7. This is Today in Florida. You're watching South Florida's news station, WSVN-7. Fitz, Sanchez, Daniels, Lovett. This is Channel 7 News.
Tonight on the WSVN-7 movie at 8, Mel Gibson stars in the action-packed adventure that became a cult classic, The Road Warrior. This movie contains adult situations which may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Tonight at 11 on WSVN-7.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. People in Miami. Roll 19. Penny's Mike. Pure.
7:30 is what the audience wants now. They like that it's fast.
Joan Lovett.
Everything is so immediate. The technology influences everything.
7:30 has a following. It has faithful people who watch it every night, no matter what's on.
It's something there that you can't touch, but you can feel it. And I think that makes a difference.
It's the television of today and of the future.
This is 7:30.
Fabulous.
The Road Warrior, starring Mel Gibson, will continue in a moment.
Tonight on Channel 7 News, first at 10.
Hello, I'm Sally Fitz in the Channel 7 newsroom. Coming up tonight at 10 o'clock, a bicyclist is hit during a police chase in Fort Lauderdale. We're going to have a live report on that. Also, a Florida Highway Patrol officer is brutally beaten so badly her friends couldn't even recognize her. And now, more than ever, robbers are stalking grocery store shoppers. We'll have an exclusive interview coming up at 10 o'clock. Stay with us.
This is a Channel 7 News Update.
I'm Sally Fitz in the Channel 7 studios. A royal shocker. Queen Elizabeth says she's going to finally start paying taxes. The royals have been tax exempt for most of recorded history, but now many Britons are saying that they're sick of paying for the monarchy. And will the Miami Heat's Glenn Rice be charged with battery? A man says Rice beat him up at a South Miami strip joint last night. The Miami Heat denies the whole thing. Our next news is at 6 o'clock on Today in Florida. Stay with us.
Matlock at 2 o'clock. Weekdays on WSVN-7.
You're watching South Florida's news station, WSVN-7. Fitz, Sanchez. This is Channel 7 News at 10.
He's a star on the basketball court. Now he could end up in a court of law. Good evening. I'm Kelly Mitchell in for Rick.
When the sun goes down, the night comes out. Only on 7. Only at 10.
Coming up next on 7 News at 6, a police chase takes a dangerous turn, crashing into a bunch of innocent people.
A group of Cuban refugees stranded in the Bahamas is finally free after losing 2 family members on their float to freedom.
And South Floridians getting ready for the big Winterfest boat parade. We'll take you there live.
And could it be Michael Jackson back in the United States? Those stories and much more.
Next on 7 News at 6.
Live from South Florida's news station, WSVN-7. Lynn Martinez and Rob Hanrahan. This is 7 News at 6 o'clock.
A police chase taking a tragic turn, leaving 2 innocent people hospitalized and a family demanding answers. Good evening. Disaster struck after this chase crossed from North Dade into Broward County.
Live from South Florida's news station, WSVN-7. Sally Fitz and Rick Sanchez. This is 7 News at 10 o'clock.
7 News Brief, brought to you in part by your South Florida Ford dealers for America's best-selling cars and trucks.
This is a 7 News update.
President Clinton is congratulating Colombian officials for the shooting death of drug lord Pablo Escobar. Escobar was killed during a shootout with Colombia's military at his Medellin home yesterday. Escobar had been in hiding for the last year and a half after escaping from prison. He was there for drug trafficking charges. California police looking for clues as to why a man opened fire and killed 4 people at a state unemployment office. A police officer was one of those killed. Police shot and killed the man after they say he fired at them during an 8-mile chase. 4 others were hurt in the shooting spree. Police in Pembroke Pines are wondering why hundreds of fish are turning up dead in a lake. They say the dead fish are attracting dozens of buzzards and ducks. Environmentalists took water samples from the lake yesterday. They say it may be several days before they have the results. Join us for these stories and more on Today in Florida at 6 o'clock.
Convicted Hialeah Mayor Raul Martinez back in court. See why tomorrow on 7 News.
Tonight on 7 News, first at 5. Lorena Bobbitt is free and saying she now plans to help other abused women. The man accused of killing an abortion doctor is changing his defense from temporarily insane to I didn't do it. We're going to have a live report from Pensacola. A North Dade family begging for answers after their teenage son is shot down for no apparent reason. And U.S. planes flying into action, shooting down 4 Serbian fighter jets. 7 News at 5 is next.
Live from South Florida's news station, Rick Sanchez and Marilyn Mitzel. This is 7 News at 5 o'clock.
And our top story tonight, she cut off her husband's penis. Tonight, she herself, Lorena Bobbitt, is being cut loose.
Live from South Florida's news station, Jessica Aguirre and Rob Hanrahan. This is 7 News at 5:30.
Tanya Harding talking tonight about her crisis on the ice.
How big are we? Let us count the ways. Biggest team, most complete coverage, best resources, most hours of news. 7 News, South Florida's big news station.
Tonight live from the 7 Newsplex, beginning first at 5. A 7-year-old is pulled through her bedroom window and raped. Tonight we learn she may not be the only victim. The nation shuts down today in memory of former President Richard Milhouse Nixon. A pickup truck driver is on the road 1 minute, tossed into a river the next. And you are looking at an outraged Cuban community, especially after looking at pictures of a fellow exile kissing Castro. 7 News at 5 is next.
Live from South Florida's news station, WSVN-7. This is 7 News at 5 o'clock.
And hello again, everybody. There is a child.
You're watching 7 News at 5 with Rick Sanchez and Marilyn Mitchell.
And welcome back. Tonight, we here at 7 News are going to take you on the information superhighway. We are unveiling our data center. This is a facility where you, the viewer, can interact with us on each given newscast. How does it work? Well, 7's Mark Ludner is joining us now from the data center to explain just how it does that. Mark?
Rick, the purpose of the data center is to get more information to our viewers faster and to get information from our viewers faster. The goal, to make television news a two-way form of communication.
I'm Patrick Fraser in the 7 Newsplex. Have you ever seen a drag race down a dark street? Have you ever been drag racing? Well, we have.
Live from South Florida's news station, WSVN-7. This is 7 News at 6 o'clock.
Good evening. A little girl kidnapped for her bed and raped.
This is the Satellite News Center. State-of-the-art technology. With this, we can access news anywhere in the world and bring it to you as it happens.
The 7 Newsplex from South Florida's news.
Tonight on 7 News, first at 10, 3 major stories. He snatched a little girl out of her bed, raped her, and then sent her back to her Vero Beach home. Now, they are learning there may be more victims of this child stalker.
May God bless Mr. Nixon. And may God bless the United States.
America coming together to say a final farewell to former President Richard Nixon.
Go back to Cuba! Go back to Cuba! Stay with Fidel over there! We don't want you here!
Furious Cuban exiles taking their anger out on a former congressional candidate, a woman seen kissing Fidel Castro. These stories, plus, has a gruesome discovery brought the search for a missing Cooper City woman to an end? The thrill of victory for some, but a different kind of agony for others. An inside report on street drag racing. And in People News, why Steven Tyler's talking about heroin, why Steffi Graf's taking on a rock band, and why would Madonna marry Vanilla Ice? I'm Rick Sanchez.
And I'm Kelly Mitchell, and 7 News at 10 is next.
From South Florida's news station, WSVN-7. This is 7 News at 10 o'clock.
And hello again, everybody. Tonight, 4 major stories that we are following for you.
We must act.
Stupid is, stupid does.
My children are my life.
Absolutely 100% not guilty.
Got a news tip? Call the 7 News tip line at 930-TIPS or hit #7 send from your cell phone. It's a free call for Cellular One customers. Hook up with 7 News. You are watching 7 News at 10 with Rick Sanchez, Kelly Mitchell, Roland Stedham Weather, and Jay Heiler Sports. Live from South Florida's news station, WSVN-7. This is 7 at 11.
And hello once again, I'm Rick Sanchez. This is 7-11. It begins the night with a tragic story. A 4-year-old is dead after falling 8 floors out of an apartment window.
Live from South Florida's news station. This is Today in Florida.
Police arrest one of their own for a fatal shooting on South Beach. We are live with the latest.
New information this morning in the murders of a Miramar family.
The parents of John Benet Ramsey break their silence talking to police and the media.
And you may be entitled to a fortune and not even know it. We continue to show you the money. Good morning, everyone. I'm John Searchin.
And I'm Michelle Tuzzi. Thanks for joining us. We'll have more on those stories in just a moment. But first, let's check in with Pamela Wright and see what we can expect from our weather as we get ready for the weekend to arrive. Happy Friday, Pamela.
Thanks.
News doesn't stop overnight, and neither does the 7 News Plus.
We're busy pulling together the stories you'll see every morning on Today in Florida.
It means rushing to the scene of breaking news to let you know just what's happening, no matter where it happens.
Plus, we'll always give you your first look at today's weather and traffic.
Aggressive news coverage from the station that knows how to get the job done.
7 News, Today in Florida, every morning, beginning at 6.
Only on the news station.
7 News.
A massive building collapse at the Biscayne Kennel Club, and 7 News is there live.
7 News crews among the first on the scene.
Live in the air.
You're getting an overview from 7 Skyports right now.
Live underground.
The pictures are absolutely unbelievable.
Bringing you every angle as the story unfolds.
I'm here at the Ryder Trauma Center with the most seriously injured construction worker.
For the most complete team coverage of big breaking stories. Keep it on the news station. 7 News. This is a 7 News update.
Lynn Martinez and the 7 Newsplex. Some of the stories at this hour bring on the Bulls. The Miami Heat pull it off in the last game of the New York series. We'll have live coverage of the Heat-Bulls matchup starting on Monday. A man goes head-to-head with a shark, and he lives to tell about it. Bob Gunn was spearfishing in the Bahamas yesterday afternoon when a 6-foot reef shark sneaked up on him and bit him in the left leg. We'll have more of his story during Today in Florida. The pastor of a Little Havana church is calling it a hate crime after a church statue is desecrated. Someone apparently knocked the head off the Virgin Mary statue last week. Now the pastor plans on asking a handyman to repair it. And has Sly Stallone tied the knot? The latest rumors out of England is that he's married his longtime girlfriend Jennifer Flavin during a civil ceremony. We'll have more on these stories beginning for you on Today in Florida at 8 a.m. Have a great morning, everybody.
I'm Sean Robinson, and you're watching the news station, 7 News.
First, we brought you the data center. Now, 7 News goes one step further. 7 Online.
You know you can now access 7 News from your own home computer.
Get all the latest news, weather, and sports, or an insight into the people who bring it to you. You can even email your comments through 7 Online.
Just type in this address.
http://
Get online with 7 Online. Access provided by the Net Digital Services, your industrial strength internet service provider. So, you want to lose weight. You try dieting, exercising, more exercising, and nothing seems to work.
No matter what you do, you don't lose weight.
The secret could be hidden inside you.
This may be a key element in the development of obesity.
Get the fat facts about your weight fate. Monday at 5 only on 7 News. The thrill of the hunt. The rush of the chase. looks like a hunter's heaven.
They come here to kill a trophy.
So, why are some calling this animal hell?
They enclose an animal, allow no escape.
It's a compound controversy, pitting animal activists against mighty marksmen. Good sportsmanship or foul play? 7's Patrick Fraser investigates. Hunting ranches, bad game. 7 News reports, Monday at 6 and 10. Why Trash Troubles has this neighborhood down in the dumps, starting Monday at 5.
I'm John Turton, and you're watching the news station, 7 News.
Welcome to the WSVN Late Movie. Tonight, Leslie Ann Warren, Peter Coyote, and Swoosie Kurtz star in Baja, Oklahoma.
Monday at 4 on WSVN-7.
7 News, Today in Florida.
Your #1 choice for news in the morning.
The place for breaking news coverage.
We're live in Miami.
3 hours of local, national, and world news.
Look at our top stories.
Weather every 15 minutes.
All these rain showers.
Traffic updates.
It's tough riding out there.
Fitness tips.
Some great exercise.
Plus sports scores and business news.
So wake up to the news station.
7 News, Today in Florida. Weekdays starting at 6. Live from the news station. This is Today in Florida.
A former Florida Marlins star in the hospital this morning after wrapping his sports car around a tree.
A public supermarket is held up for the second time in as many months. There may be a link.
A sting alert going out on South Florida beaches as man-o-war mount their invasion.
And the Royals butting heads with the paparazzi for the first time since the death of Princess Diana.
Good morning. It is 5:30. I'm just getting my tongue started this morning. Thank you for joining us.
This is a 7 News update.
A deadly 4-bus pileup involving college students. The night team is on the scene, and Abercrombie & Fitch making sure minors cannot read its racy new Christmas catalog. I'm Holly Herbert. Those stories and more on 7 News at 10.
Live from the news station. This is Today in Florida.
Child's Play.
You are watching Today in Florida with John Turchin, Beatrice Canals, Christine Cruz, and Amy Murphy with weather. You are watching 7 News at 5:30 with Lynn Martinez, Jeff Pegues, meteorologist Bill Kamal with weather, and Deuces Rogers with sports. Live from the news station. This is 7 News at 6. A couple carjacked in front of their home.
They robbed a chain from her and were pointing with a pistol.
The suspects leading police on a pursuit, and before it's all over, someone ends up dead. Tonight, we are retracing a trail of terror.
And good evening, everyone. One crime after another, leaving several innocent victims behind. And
now, live from the news station. This is 7 News at 10. You are watching 7 News at 10 with Rick Sanchez, Lori Jennings, meteorologist Bill Kamal with weather, and Deuces Rogers with sports. You are watching 7 News at noon with Beatrice Canals, Christine Cruz, and Amy Murphy with weather. 7 News. 7 News.
teams that uncovered
big breaking news story.
We have just learned of a major break.
These big storms are going to start firing. 7 News crews are all over the story.
Police, a student gunman has Israeli troops shelled Palestinian neighborhoods.
Police arriving on the scene.
Firefighters battled the blaze. There could be some really rough weather with tornadoes. The Bush administration says.
A story you'll see on just one station.
If it's big, if it's breaking, 7 News. Get ready for big news coverage.
This is a developing story that
Tap into the power of 7 News.
Team 7 coverage.
Breaking news station.
There is big breaking news.
The biggest news team.
We have just learned of a major break.
A 7 News investigation.
More reports.
Police say
Investigators are telling us
More angles.
the Cuban exiles are taking to the streets.
7 News is everywhere news happens.
Live.
Think big. Think 7 News. Every day. South Florida's big news station. Live from the news station. This is Today in Florida.
Fast move.
Live from the news station. This is 7 News at 5:30.
7 News at 5:30 following the big story of the night, a deadly plane crash off government cut a short time ago. Good evening, everyone. Tragedy just after takeoff.
There are no survivors tonight. The seaplane going down in the waters off government cut.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Robin Simmons.
And I'm Reed Cowan. The night team in HD starts now.
This is 7 News at 10.
We begin tonight with local Israeli supporters taking a stand against the crisis in the Middle East.
This as Israeli troops are making their deepest advances into the Gaza Strip's most heavily populated areas. Despite international calls for a ceasefire, Israeli troops are making moves.
The night team is on. A South Florida business under siege, surrounded by SWAT, and this ended in a way nobody wanted. Some flyers from South Florida in for one bumpy ride.
We shot back up and then we came back down and we finally leveled off.
Miami's police force working to force the city's mayor out of office. Investors with 400+ reasons to breathe a sigh of relief. Fire bombs flying on the streets of London. Now 16,000 cops are cracking down. And a woman's life savings gone in a flash. The accused culprit cornered by the courts and our cameras.
Leave me alone. You told this lady you would pay her $330,000.
Carmel is on the case.
And new from the Newsplex, a moving memorial on what would have been Kaylee Anthony's 6th birthday. Her grandparents showed up and they spoke at this event. We'll have that. I'm Craig Stevens.
I'm Balkis Nuray. The night team, first at 10, starts now.
This is 7 News at 10.
Tonight, an innocent clerk shot dead.
I couldn't even feel myself, and I sat down and I couldn't move.
An innocent bystander also hit.
When we responded, shots were fired. Our deputies also fired.
And a gunman taken down after a dangerous store shootout. The critically wounded clerk able to trigger an alarm before she died.
That was the most exclusive night after night. Reporting power. We do it right. Going the distance, the extra mile. Never scaling back. Not our style. Fighting hard for every investigation. That's why they're only on just one station. That's how you know it's 7. 7 News, the news station.
Hello and welcome. I'm Craig Stevens.
I'm Balkis Nuray. We're going to start with that breaking news.
This is the area that we're looking at.
When a station goes the distance.
Carmel Zafiro in Italy.
In Daytona Beach.
In Mobile, Alabama.
I'm Balkis Nuray in Vatican City. 7 News is there live.
South Florida. Get ready. Just one station is doing it again. Something big is here. 7 News. This is 7 News at 10. Tonight, he's a force on the field. And he could be coming to South Florida.
Miami was the team, the winner in this Sioux sweepstakes.
The Dolphins reportedly working on a deal to reel in some star power.
Tonight, what could be a big game changer for the Miami Dolphins. Good evening, I'm Craig Stevens.
I'm Balkis Nuray, the team trying to land one big fish, but it won't be without controversy.
Station 7 News, first at 10.
Rush with South Florida's #1 morning news. 7 News Today in Florida, starting at 5 a.m.
Bigger, bolder, better. 7 News.
Another deadly rampage. A wild night here in Baltimore. The highest court in the land ending the ban on gay marriage. Guilty.
There's long enforcement.
Francis has
The
arrived.
United States and Cuba are charting a new course.
In 2016, stay with 7. Now, on the 19th.
Serious scare. A death threat cancels a South Florida college graduation.
New tonight, community concerns. Residents meeting with police, part of a national night out.
Talk about tough luck. A mom of 3. First, her home is burglarized, and then she's robbed in front of her children at the gas pump.
She saved up for a car only to have it disappear from her driveway.
I'm running. I'm like, what are you doing, sir? Why are you taking my car?
You'll never believe why it was taken away. 7 investigates.
Sex, lies, and millions in embezzled cash. The trial of the president's former campaign chairman taking a scandalous turn.
The Dolphins making moves both on and off the field.
Dramatic divorce. Is Brad Pitt skipping out on child support?
And all new tonight. Holy cow!
They're literally following her and chasing her.
Cattle helping deputies corral a crook.
It's a must-see video of sudden impact. An out-of-control driver crashes into a trooper. I'm Craig Stevens.
I'm Belkis Nuri. The news at 10 starts right now.
This is 7 News at 10. Tonight at 10, a scare for South Florida students at their college graduation.
It was just really shocking.
A troubling threat.
We determined that it was specific and credible.
Forcing an emergency evacuation.
Hello again, good evening. A note found in a restroom led to this concern on campus at FAU.
The night team's Nicole Ensalada live in Boca Raton with the latest. Nicole.
This is 7 News at 7:30.
Hello and welcome, everybody. This is 7 News at 7:30. I'm Craig Stevens.
I'm Belkis Nuri. If you were tuning in to try and catch Deco Drive, this is not that. But not to worry, Lynn and Shireen hopefully will be back very soon.
Right now, though, the latest on the coronavirus pandemic. These are the 7:30 headlines, especially for the little ones, so that I'm sure was a big bright spot for all of them there.
Glad we got to end this newscast on a happy note as well.
And that is it for 7 News at 7:30. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Craig Stevens.
I'm Belkis Nuri. We'll be back here at 10 o'clock for the night team. We'll see you then. Everybody stay safe.
Good night.